All right, let's get into something pretty incredible. Have you ever really stopped to think about how you can do things like, I don't know, walk or type on a keyboard, or even just stand up straight without putting every single ounce of your brain power into it? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on your body's hidden sense, this amazing intuitive feeling for where you are and how you're moving.
In fact, you know what? Go on, try it right now. Just close your eyes and try to touch the tip of your nose with your finger. So how did you do that? Seriously, how did your brain know exactly where your finger was and where your nose was without your eyes helping at all? That little action right there, that's the whole mystery we're going to unpack.
So, this amazing ability, it's not one of our classic five senses, sight, sound, smell, and all that. No, this is something deeper. It's like this invisible sense that's just always on, working every single second to keep you coordinated and in control of your own body. And look, as much as it feels like it, it's not magic. What it is, though, is this incredibly sophisticated biological system that's always running in the background, feeding your brain a nonstop, real-time stream of data all about you. So, what do we actually call this thing? Well, there's a really great way to think about it that just clicks. Picture it as your body's very own internal, built-in GPS. The official scientific name for it is proprioception. It's the whole network, the sensors, the signals, everything that tells your brain where your arms and legs are, how they're moving, and even how much force you're using, all without you ever having to look. It's the how behind touching your nose in the dark. And that GPS analogy is just perfect, isn't it? A car's GPS uses satellites to figure out where you are on a map. Well, proprioception uses tiny internal sensors to pinpoint your body parts in 3D space, giving your brain this constantly updating map of you. Okay, so if it's a GPS, what are the satellites? How does this whole system actually get its information? To get that, we need to meet the actual hardware that's making all this happen. These little guys are called proprioceptors, and they're not all clumped together in one spot. Nope, they are embedded all through your musculoskeletal system. You've got them in your muscles, in the tendons that hook your muscles to your bones, and deep inside your joints. They're everywhere. And this is what's so cool. They're specialized. You have muscle spindles, and their whole job is to report how much a muscle is stretching. Then you've got Golgi tendon organs, which are sensing tension. And finally, joint receptors are basically little protractors, monitoring a joint's angle and how fast it's moving. All of them working together paint a super detailed picture for your brain. Now, all of that is happening automatically, in the background. It's the unconscious data feed. But what about when you actually feel your arms swinging, or you can just sense that your posture is off? Well, that brings us to a concept that's super closely related, but a little bit different. And that's kinesthesia. The absolute key word here, the one that changes everything, is conscious. This is your active mental perception of where your body is and how it's moving. It's the feeling of the motion, the awareness you have when you intentionally move your limbs. This slide just lays it out perfectly. Proprioception is the hardware. The GPS system itself, always running, always tracking you whether you think about it or not. Kinesthesia is you consciously looking at the map on the screen, understanding where you are, and figuring out your next turn. One's the raw data, the other is your experience of it. So, we've got this automatic GPS and our ability to consciously read the map. What happens when you push this system to its absolute peak? I mean, where can we see it doing its most impressive, mind-blowing work? For that, we gotta go to the world of sports. For an athlete, having a superior sense of proprioception is a total game changer. It's the bedrock of amazing balance, the fine-tuned control you need for a perfect golf swing or a basketball shot. And maybe most importantly, it's the body's automatic defense system that protects joints from getting wrecked during really intense movements. Just picture a volleyball player leaping up for a huge spike. On takeoff, those muscle spindles are firing, measuring the stretch to get maximum power. While they're in the air, proprioception is sending constant updates to the brain to keep their form perfect. But here it is, the wow moment, the landing. In that split second it takes to hit the floor, the whole system senses the force, calculates the risk, and instantly tells the stabilizing muscles to contract and absorb the shock. That's not a conscious thought. It's an unconscious, lightning-fast symphony of feedback that keeps the athlete from getting hurt. But here's the thing. This incredible skill isn't just for pros. It's a fundamental part of what makes us human, something every single one of us uses every single moment of the day. It really is our sixth sense. So, the main thing to take away is this.
every time you walk down the street without tripping, type an email without staring at your hands, or even just get up from a chair, you are using your powerful proprioceptive system. It's the silent, invisible sense that makes all of your other movements possible.
And that really brings us to the final idea. This sense, it isn't set in stone. You can actually train it. You can improve it with things like balance exercises or yoga, or even just learning a new physical skill. So now that you know you have this amazing built-in body GPS, this incredible sixth sense, the only real question left is, how are you going to train it?